out of all the concerts Michael Bublé has done throughout the years, he is talking up about one that resonated with him right before the holidays. Listeners like playing songs from the Voice Coach's well-received 2011 holiday album Christmas as the Christmas countdown progresses. But in a way he never anticipated, Michael was able to give back to the less fortunate among the Yuletide joy. Michael was one of the performers chosen to play at the Vatican's 6th annual concert for the poor in Rome, Italy, on December 6. Pope Leo XIV was among those in the audience when the Grammy winner played some of his best-known songs. In a video later shared on Instagram, viewers witnessed the Pope appreciating Michael's version of Nat King Cole's Love. Michael Bublé got the Holy Father to join him in singing Love at the 6th edition of the Concert with the Poor. The headline read, "A truly historic and heartwarming moment. The greatest reaction video ever. I adore this." One commenter said, "Thank you MB and the entire crew for making the world toe tap to your swing. This is the greatest reaction video ever. I adore it." Another wrote, "Thank you, MB and the entire crew, for making the world toe tap to your swing. Wonderful and so touching. I adore this so much," said another fan. What was Michael's reaction to the opportunity to meet the Pope and perform for him? The entire event affected him, as he wrote in an emotional Instagram post, and it placed him in the ideal frame of mind for Christmas. "I've always believed there's a light in each of us, and this experience renewed mine in a way I didn't expect," he stated. "I'm incredibly appreciative and humbled to have performed my song here. I hope you find moments of warmth, connection, and tranquility as the holiday season approaches. I hope whatever you're holding feels a little less heavy, and may we continue to choose to be compassionate with each other and ourselves." Michael Bublé and Christmas have been inseparable for years. His smooth voice, classic arrangements, and carefree friendliness have been included into the season's soundtrack. For many families, it is not until one of his songs fills the air that the holidays truly start. Nevertheless, Michael Bublé recently disclosed that one of his most significant Christmas achievements took him entirely by surprise. Despite the album's sold-out performances, television specials, and international praise, charts weren't the point. It had nothing to do with prizes. Furthermore, it had nothing to do with sales. It was something far deeper and much more intimate. The Christmas King, who had no intention of donning the crown, Michael Bublé was just a young British Columbian jazz enthusiast with lofty aspirations and little expectations, long before he came to be associated with December playlists. He had no idea that his career would be completely transformed when he first recorded holiday songs. Bublé has actually acknowledged that he was first concerned that Christmas music might restrict him. Holiday albums were frequently viewed as side projects that performers published after their fame peaked, or as distractions. It never occurred to him that Christmas would become his creative home. He once said, "I never thought this would be my lane. All I wanted to do was create music that felt real." Instead, an organic process took place. His voice and the honesty in it evoked strong reactions in the audience. His Christmas songs have a genuine sense to them, rather than being forced or commercial. Fresh yet familiar. Despite all of that achievement, he never anticipated the significant event he recently thought back on. The scene that cold stopped him. Bublé claims that the epiphany occurred quietly at home rather than on stage. While decorating the tree one holiday evening, he heard his kids singing one of his Christmas carols. They weren't giving performances. They weren't bragging. They were just singing, absently, happily, as children do when music permeates the environment. Abruptly, it dawned on him. His voice was heard on more than just streaming services and radios. It was existing within people's recollections, inside customs within the family, inside moments that would last long after the season was over. "I didn't anticipate that," Bublé said, "that my music would have that kind of impact on people's lives. That was the turning point. Permanence, not fame." The legacy of holiday music success and relevance are two different things. Although Michael Bublé has encountered both, he was most taken aback by the latter. There is something special about holiday music. Not only does it amuse, but it also recurs year, tying events together over time. Even at 40 years old, a song you heard when you were 6 years old might still make you feel the same way. Bublé became aware that his music had gone beyond the invisible boundary. becoming something that people relied on rather than just something they listened to. His perspective on his function as an artist was altered by that insight. A career redesigned with appreciation. Bublé didn't seem victorious when discussing this unanticipated achievement. He sounded modest. He admitted that while many musicians strive for longevity, very few truly succeed, particularly in a genre as emotionally charged as holiday music. It is not a given that you will be accepted into that space year after year. It is earned. He declared, "I don't take it lightly. I don't believe I will ever." His approach to Christmas initiatives has changed as a result of that appreciation. He prioritizes authenticity over originality. He respects tradition while subtly modernizing it, rather than starting from scratch. Being ostentatious is not the point. It's about staying true to the emotion. Why this is more important than awards. Michael Bublé is a Grammy winner. He has topped charts all around the world. Millions of albums have been sold by him. None of those honors, however, could have prepared him for the emotional burden of understanding how deeply and generationally his music had impacted people's lives. Awards honor accomplishment. Such milestones validate the goal. Knowing that people enjoy your music is one thing. Knowing that they entrust it with their most significant times is quite another. Bublé acknowledges that this trust is both a privilege and a duty. From actor to witness, the thing that shocked him the most was not that people enjoyed his Christmas songs, but rather that they anticipated them. His music was now required rather than optional. While preparing dinner, families listened to his tunes. They were danced to in living rooms by couples. Children were introduced to them by their parents. Bublé became more than just a performer in that way. He became a presence, subtly incorporated into global holiday customs. "That's when you realize that this isn't about me anymore," he thought. How everything was changed by family because of where Bublé is currently in his life. This milestone struck him in a different way. He has a distinct perspective on achievement because he is a husband and father. It was quite touching to think that his kids would one day, without even realizing it, connect his voice to Christmas memories. In the greatest conceivable way, it made it difficult to distinguish between his private and public lives. The irony wasn't lost on an artist who used to worry about being constrained by holiday music. Christmas grounded him rather than trapping him. A different type of pressure and calm. That insight led to a change of perspective. Bublé now takes a more considerate and humble approach to Christmas performances. He isn't attempting to prove himself anymore. He is attempting to preserve the emotion that his music evokes in listeners. This calls for consistency, warmth, emotional integrity. He now realizes that even minor adjustments can upset something that listeners find precious, and instead of feeling constrained by that, he finds solace in it. "Knowing your role brings you peace," he remarked. Fans also experienced it. Fans reacted strongly when Bublé posted this reflection. Many said that until they heard him explain it, they were unaware of how ingrained his music had become in their lives. Some told tales of playing his music throughout challenging holidays. Others discussed the loss of loved ones and how his voice continued to fill the void. "You are a part of our Christmas," several said simply. The milestone was even more profound because of that relationship. The reciprocal acknowledgement between the artist and the audience. The recurring holiday moment. This milestone's beauty lies in the fact that it occurs repeatedly. Every December, it takes place. Each time the play button is pressed. Each time a room is filled with a well-known tune. Michael Bublé now perceives it in a different way. He hears accountability. He hears appreciation. He hears legacy. Seeing forward, not back. Bublé is not looking back despite all that he has accomplished. He's gazing ahead, intentionally. Now, he is cautious about the timing and style of his holiday music releases. Quality is more important to him than quantity, meaning over momentum. Because you don't rush once you understand that you've become a part of people's customs. You are honorable. An unexpected moment, he will never forget. It was not Michael Bublé's intention to become the voice of Christmas. He didn't go after it. He was unprepared for it. And that's precisely why the milestone was so significant. It came in silence, enveloped in meaning, family, and memories rather than cheers. The biggest surprise of his career was not how well known his holiday songs became, but rather how much they belonged to other people. And that might be the most significant gift of all for Michael Bublé.